Second.
Education plate was on it. Yeah.
I was just gonna look on the emails. I'm sure somebody.
I was thinking it was. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I had them done.
Then the other was like
Education
90.
plate.
Over
Yeah,
2
the
weeks
other
ago.
one was 90.
They had
Popcorn should be
turn this on
done.
now.
It won't get quite tomorrow,
How you tell it's on?
but Wednesday for sure.
Yep, your light's on.
And we got
You guys ready?
Nice
Call our
piece of
meeting,
corn. Quite a bit
6
of corn.
o'clock. County council meeting. First thing.
we're gonna do it.
To the flag of the United States of America, to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
First things on the agenda is sheriff. Okay. I want to emphasize what I'm asking for is not a new position. I think I've given each one of you, and you had a chance to look at a copy of the job description. I'm wanting to move our part-time person that sits at the administration desk to a full-time position. She handles the sex offenders, which in and of itself is a full-time position. These offenders come in, multiple offenders come in every week. You know, they got to give, every time they change a job, they change vehicles, they change houses, anything they got to do, they got to come in and tell MEDA what they do. And all the other things down there I listed on the paper is on. If you have any questions, I can surely answer those for you. We can fund this through the rest of the year. I've told all of you that if we do away with the animal control position, I've had a hard time filling that position. That's an idea. We've transferred some money out of there. I had over $19,000 left out of there to transfer into that. It's only going to take $7,200 to fund that through the rest of the year. Even in our budget alone, we can fund it through next year and possibly, and most likely beyond that, depends on what the budget's going to be next year. Okay, if that makes sense. This is a very needed position. The commissioners approved it last month, and I'm asking tonight if we can move that into a full-time position. I just can't keep in that position. I've been through 3 since I've been there 4. This will be my 4th one in the 3 years I've been in. And a lot of training goes into that position. So anybody has any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. Like I said, the funding is there. It's no additional money to the county, no additional money in my budget. This year, it's only going to take, I believe, just over $7,000. And as far as the matrix goes, we don't even have to create another matrix position for her. We can move her into the bottom tier of the dispatchers. Just move her into that because she has less than a year in there, and that pay rate would be $21.88 to move her into that tier. And you only have to create another position in the matrix for that. Are there any questions for me? Anything else?
Nope. What's everybody's want to do? Anybody want to make a motion or?
not merging departments
No.
together, are we?
No.
I understand
just-
what he's saying. He just wants to move the money from the animal control position in to help fund that. I don't think that's needed within my budget anyways, but that's an option I can use to use that money for that. And this year it's gonna fund past that, so.
Okay, so we just need a motion to move from part-time to full-time.
Yes, that's right. I know what Brad's saying. She's the front desk person, part-time. I just want to move her from part-time to full-time is all I want to do. She's not going to do the animal control, no.
Front desk was one job, vendor was another job.
Yes, yes,
Those-
yes, yeah, yeah. And she's currently doing both those jobs now. Yeah. Like I said, the sex offender job is a full-time position in and of itself with all the stuff that goes with it. There's a lot of training that goes along with it. And she deals with offenders all week long. So it's hard to get somebody to fill that position on a part-time basis. So yeah, Brad, you're right.
So that position has always been the front desk person and the sex offender person. It's just always been a part-time person.
Yes. It's just has become a full-time position with all the offenders we have. Yes.
So state the motion. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Okay. So the motion is to make full-time, or the part-time and the full-time, right, Brad?
And at the matrix scale is what I suggested, is that right? Because she's less than a year, because that's what Teresa's going to want to know. So we don't have to create a new matrix position, the lowest of the dispatcher positions, right? Okay.
Right. Okay, so I'm going to restate the motion as I think it is. If it's not, you tell me. It's to make the part-time into a full-time at the scale as the lowest dispatcher
Position, yes, correct.
position. And I had a second. Is there any discussion?
Hey guys, I'm not gonna vote because I can't hear half of what's being said.
Okay,
We're moving can you hear me?
Yeah, I can't hear the discussion. I don't know what everyone's saying.
There was
Is
no
this-
discussion. We're just moving, we made a motion
Was this on?
to make Chris's part-time person a full-time person.
Can you hear me, Ken?
Ken?
He can't hear.
Yeah, you can.
Kyle's working on it right now.
Ken, can you hear us?
No, I can't hear, but about every other word. And the last 2 minutes there are absolutely none.
Can you hear me? Seems like mine echoes in here a lot more. Okay, we have a motion to make the full-time,
Part-time.
part-time and the full-time at the sheriff's department. That's what we're voting on for the sex offender.
Oh, we're doing the same thing.
He's using.
Yeah, I'll put you on speakerphone here. We're trying to get a part-time position at the sheriff's department for the sex offenders to full-time, and that's what we're voting on. We didn't have any discussion,
Okay,
so.
like I said, it's, the sound is so terrible, I can't hear hardly none of it.
Okay, well, that's what it is, so. we're gonna,
Been a motion and a second.
there's been a motion, a second, we're gonna vote now.
Okay.
So, all those in favor, is there any more discussion? No discussion. We're gonna vote now. All those in favor signify by raising your right hand. Are you voting? Okay, everybody? Any opposed? Motion carried.
Thank you, I
Thank you.
appreciate it. I'll let her know. Thank you.
Okay, now we have, what do we have here? Council minutes. Entertain a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll make a motion to approve minutes.
AJ motion, anybody second?
I'll second.
Got Sheila second the motion to approve the minutes as presented. Any discussion? All those, no discussion, all those in favor signify by raising your hand. Motion carried. Now we got updated meeting agendas. Is that what we already did?
You did it with the joint commissioner and council. This is, all it's doing is changing the meeting schedule from saying that we're out at the highway to now says that we're here in the courthouse and that the address is on there. I've just changed that. That's all I've done. The meeting dates and everything are exactly the same. It's just the actual location for the council meetings.
Okay. I'd entertain a motion to approve that.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it.
I got a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? With no discussion, we'll vote. All those in favor signify by raising your hand. Motion carried. Next thing's transfers. You want me to read them, or you guys just? Is that okay?
I read them in our email.
I read them. Thank you.
I'll make a motion to approve transfers as presented.
I'll second it.
Got a motion from Sheila, a second from Brad to approve the transfers as presented. Any discussion? With no discussion, we'll vote. All those in favor signify by raising your hand. Motion carried. We don't have any additionals. We have a advertised additional, it says.
Yep, EMS.
Yeah, 50,000 part-time employees.
That mean we already voted on the additional?
Yes, this is just, was the advertising of it for tonight.
So we need a motion to approve that, if that's what the council wants. Entertain a motion. Well, it's $50,000 to part-time employees. We're gonna have to pay them. We raised the rate, what? Did we raise rate? No, it's just that you just need it to pay the help.
Didn't we talk about this before, how she's going to repay this through her funding? But we've got to advertise the additional.
During the last meeting, we had discussed what we'd brought in for revenue. At this time, as of September the 30th, we have brought back $600,013.35. So this money does not go into our fund right away. I have to ask for an additional, so we discussed possibly using some of that revenue to cover this cost. That way it wasn't on the county general to fund it.
Are we back to not having any part-time employees working full-time hours?
For the most part. Do we shut down an ambulance or do we pay a little bit of,
I'm not sure what the right answer is. That's probably a commissioner decision, but I know that that's a violation of Fair Standard Labor Act. So we can't continue to keep, and that's probably why your overtime's more on a part-time employee, or why you need an additional for part-time employee, because you're paying more than what you anticipated, and probably overtime on part-time employees.
so we discussed last December when I came before the board for raises, that this would probably happen. I got us to August and September, but I can't get us any further on what we had appropriated.
I totally understand that part. I don't think it's good practice to keep paying part-time employees at a full-time.
It's very rare at this point that we do that. It's once in a while. We had a provider that had a very serious medical condition. He was very, very, very lucky to be alive. And someone, like I said, we can shut down a truck, we can run as a one provider truck. It's not necessarily safe for us as a practice to do that.
Right.
So,
Well, I mean, that puts the county in a lot, I mean, he's not here, but that puts us, if we're paying them part-time wages and they're working full-time hours, that puts the county in a liability.
Well, it does. Sheila's 100% right there. If a person consistently works extra hours, then they're going to be considered full-time, whether they are or they're not. And that can get us into a lot of trouble with the Fair Labor Standard Act. And then we have to pay benefits and, offer them full-time, benefit package. So if we're doing that consistently over and over again, it's a commissioner's job to manage it, but it's the council's job to fund it, and that's going to cost the council a lot of money.
like I said, we forecasted this last December. I knew that it would be a problem. So this is just where we're at this time.
Well, I think this is the commissioner's decision there, that is, some of that, and, I don't know, if you wanna, we have 50,000, it's already been advertised, so. If anybody,
That finish out for the rest of the year?
It's a goal, yep. We shouldn't need the 50,000, but better to advertise higher instead of having to come back again.
So you're saying it could be less?
It could be much less,
You
yes.
expect it to be more?
No, I don't expect it unless something catastrophic happens. We have been full staffed for over a month now, consistently. I believe this is month 2. Like I said, the provider that this happened to is very lucky to be alive. I'm thankful that he is alive, but we do have to cover some of his shifts right now. Otherwise, I had very little part-time shifts.
So personally, I mean, obviously money is an issue, but I think it's more, for me personally, it's not the money that I'm concerned about. I don't want us to be in a position with a liability issue as far as, and I mean, that's not our role. We're not commissioners, but if we're
Either
going to
way,
keep funding it.
you're looking at liability on both sides. Every time that I work by myself and have an EMR driver, I risk losing my license and that I paid for on my own. So I risk litigation, all of that as well. So I would prefer, if possible, to have a partner.
No,
Hey, guess what role that we don't have anybody in that would be able to solve situations like this? Anybody have a guess? It's 2 letters. HR.
Well, you're gonna need the money. Continue on, so I'm gonna make a motion to approve it.
I'll second it.
I got a motion from AJ, a second from Brad. Any discussion? No discussion, we'll vote. All those in favor signify by raising your hand.
I do have one question. This 50,000 is to cover what's been paid out already, or is it to cover what could happen for the rest of the year?
What could happen?
moving forward, sorry, moving
Yeah.
forward.
We're right at the account balance. we do not have enough to go forward. So something has to be appropriated.
Are you gonna, we voted, I don't know if you heard that, but did you want to vote for it or against it? Like,
If it's for money that's why I was asking the question. If it's for money that is already been spent, then we have to cover the wages. If it's for money that we may spend in the future, then I vote against it.
okay, so we got
So that's
5
my
to 1.
question.
Okay. Thank you. The next thing is,
Thank you.
Thank you.
next thing is discussion of the 2026 budget adoption. We had our public hearing, we have to adopt the budget. So I don't know if you just want to make it as discussed at the last meeting, or how you guys want to make that motion, or whatever you want to do. I just don't think we got to go through everything, because Teresa definitely knows how it is. So it's up to you guys.
So what you're saying is where the budget is at today is the budget that's being requested to be approved.
Yeah. What we discussed at the public hearing the other night.
I have one question,
Yeah.
and that is when Nathan, we took the full-time position away. So those dollars will go away also, correct? Whatever that was appropriated in this budget for those dollars then will be pulled out, right?
Well, they weren't, what you were doing would be appropriating tonight for next year. So
Right.
yeah.
So they wouldn't, in other words, we're not leaving the money there. It's just, okay.
No, yeah, it'll be pulled out, so his budget will be less by that amount.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's what I thought.
So what was the final number between what the proposed budget was and what we got down to with the cuts made and the removal of things?
Okay.
Hold tight.
So your original budget was,
Short. The published, right?
yeah, the published budget would have been the 10.1 million. But you ended up getting it down to, for the county general.
Yes.
So then you ended up getting it down to 99.6 million with the cuts you made.
And how much
So
did
about-
we get from the state?
Huh?
What are we supposed to have, what are we supposed to come?
It was 1.9 from the state to start with. And then with you cutting the budget from your salaries and the cuts you made otherwise, it brought it down. It of course, it didn't bring it down the 1.9, but it brought it down.
I guess he's probably asking what that number is now.
What the new
Yeah.
difference is,
Roughly 500,000.
right?
What?
So the difference between what you had published, which was the 10.
Oh, okay. I thought we was short. We're short a lot more than 500,000.
Right, but now you're only short.
1.6 or something, right?
What was the cost of the health insurance increase?
It was 12%
12%.
is what they increased it. I think we raised that budget over. You can see on the next page. So this year we appropriated 900,000 for insurance. And it looks like about little over 600 has been paid out so far this year, which gives us about 2 months left, 3 months. So we raised it from 900,000 to 1,008,000. We raised it about.
About 7%.
Yeah. And the way, Anthem talked to us, they said that this was actually a lower increase in the insurance than what some of the other counties have been seeing. Unfortunately, they were seeing 19 and the 20s as far as increases.
Yeah, 'cause I think last year it was about 13%, if I remember right.
So what's the board's wishes for the 2026 budget adoption?
I make a motion to approve it as we
Discuss.
finalized it or left it Tuesday.
Okay, that's fine. I hear a second?
What was the motion?
To approve it as what was finalized Tuesday.
I'll second it.
I got AJ made the motion, Brad made the second to approve the budget as discussed Tuesday. Any discussion?
I just don't think it's enough cuts.
What would you want to cut?
Well, like I said, it's just a slow leak, and we're still leaking. We have the cash reserves to cover it, but everybody has to understand, that is dwindling quickly.
Any more discussion? No more discussion, we'll vote. All those in favor, raise your hand. All those opposed, raise your hand. It was Ken voted no. Russ, yes. Okay, now we got other board business. We have to set an executive session. Does everybody have their calendar? Ken, when are you going to be back from wherever you're at?
I'm not back till at the earliest the 24th of October, which is it'll be that Friday. So
You're going all next week?
I'm gone for the next 3 weeks. Well, this week, next week, and the following week.
Oh. Well, we can't make a decision anyway at executive session. So
Right.
we could call in on you.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think about Wednesday or Thursday next week?
I'm free either day.
Make it an evening.
How late?
5's
5?
good.
6, better.
6:30.
Yeah, because I'm an hour ahead here, so we should, if it's like 6 o'clock or so.
What do
Our
you want,
time.
Teresa? She's the one doing all the work here.
I'm okay with either day.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I apologize. I'll do my best to make it whatever time it is.
All
But-
week.
Tuesday, from Tuesday afternoon on in Michigan City.
And Monday doesn't give us enough time to advertise, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it won't, yeah. And
28th.
plus I got a commission. Well, I guess it'd be in the.
Yeah.
How about Monday? The following Monday.
I'm looking for mine. I don't know.
I
Is any,
I got a fireman's meeting. I can do the Tuesday.
I thought that's what you guys were talking about was the 14th or 15th.
we were, Teresa's gone all next week.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
But then
We advertise it first thing tomorrow morning. Does that give us enough time to Monday?
It won't, no, because it won't be in the paper until the following week, because you had to have it in, because it has to be a legal notice, right? So it has to go in by Thursday at noon, right?
Executive has to be legal notice?
No, not necessarily, no.
I think that's
executive, no, I'm
that's
sorry.
72
I'm
hours.
sorry.
That's
I'm
72
sorry.
hours,
You're
I
correct.
think, isn't it?
I'm not
I
thinking.
don't know. I
I'm
mean,
thinking
it
legal.
seems like I remember in the past, it's
Yeah.
72.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Tomorrow morning?
a legal notice does not have to be advertised in the paper because you'd never be able to hold one if it was had, because, they have to happen quickly sometimes. So it just needs a 72-hour, notice.
What about Monday next week?
The 20th?
No, the
The 27th, you're saying?
20th.
Oh,
I'm good the 20th. 6:30?
Fine with me. You guys good with that?
6:30 on the 20th. Who do we want here? Just us and Teresa and Darrell? We gotta call Darrell. Make sure, well, I guess we gotta make sure they can be here or somebody. They'll be, if they want it, they'll be here, right?
6:30, you said, right?
let me see if Jacob will come as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Is that
better
what you
have
said?
Jacob.
Yeah, if he could be here.
What's that?
6:30.
Lawyer.
I mean, probably, if Nathan's available, he needs to be there.
Okay. We'll see. Okay, well, that's when the meeting is. You're not gonna be here though, are you?
I won't be there, physically, but I'll do my best to be online to be available.
Because this is executive session, I'll just call you on the phone if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
You gonna invite Nathan's board too?
Actually, the phone system, using your phone works real well. I can hear everything good except for Tim, AJ and Brad because they're farther away, but I can hear Teresa and yourself and Sheila real well with the phone. Better than the sound system.
Okay, thank you.
Brad brought up a good point.
Are we inviting Nathan's board?
No. As far as
Why
I'm
not?
concerned. What's that?
Why not?
They don't make
It's
the
county,
decision.
it's county business. It's just, and you can't be, stuff can't be getting out to everybody. I just don't think so, but hey, that's I'm only one. Okay, is there any other business, board business? We'll go to public comment. Is there any public comment? Sure. Yes. He has the rules up there, the council rules.
I have 3 minutes and like 8 seconds. My name is Connie Ehrlich. What I want to talk to you tonight is last week Suzanne Jaborowski, who is the Indiana Secretary of Energy, she toured the Mammoth Solar construction sites in Pulaski County. She was amazed at the size of the solar project. She commented that with all this solar construction, Pulaski County should be the richest county in the state. We told her everything that she saw was under a 20-year, 100% tax abatement. She asked what the county was receiving in exchange for the tax abatement. We told her about the EDA payments of $36 million to be paid over a 20-year period, which was back-end loaded with the last 5 years, which is approximately $10 million, that could be eliminated at the sole discretion of Mammoth Solar. She said that wasn't right and that it sounds like the county is being taken advantage of by the solar developer. We asked Suzanne for help from the state. I am a strong supporter of home rule. However, what is happening here in Pulaski County is wrong. Following the tour, we held a luncheon with representatives from 9 other Indiana counties. The message was very clear. Communities want transparency and proper protections to safeguard against these large renewable projects. Nathan Order has told you for the last 5 years that you must grant a tax abatement in order to receive economic development payments. This is not true. I sent an email to each of you last week regarding White County and what they are doing. White County denied a tax abatement for a solar project with Black Prairie in August of 2024. In addition, White County negotiated an economic development payment of $1.7 million. The solar project in White County is 2,791 acres, relatively small compared to Mammoth's 18,000 acres. Black Prairie is required to pay $1,750 per megawatt generated, which equates to another $350,000 that will go to White County. The EDA also requires Black Prairie to pay $120,000 to the county for reimbursement to create the agreements. This payment is to go to the county, not to the county attorney. Overall, White County will receive $2,170,500 without granting a tax abatement. White County is also guaranteed that the equipment will not be depreciated below the 30% floor for the life of the project, regardless of the asset value that's on the books and regardless of any changes in state regulations. We need to do a better job of negotiating agreements with these developers. We have not received fair compensation for the loss of jobs or for the loss of ag revenues. The pending tax abatement request by Mammoth is your do-over. It is your opportunity to recoup from the poorly negotiated agreements from the previous.
Time's up.
I've got one sentence.
Give it.
Give it?
Yeah, give it.
Okay, thank you, Mike. Okay, agreements for the previous tax abatement granted to Mammoth Solar. Please take your time, do your research. Let's get this one done right. The future of Pulaski County is at risk. Thank you very much.
Can you tell me the lady's name again? Suzanne?
Yes, Susan Jaworowski.
I was gonna say Hannah, would you?
Oh, it's a hard one. It's
Oh, wow.
Joworow.
Okay.
Thank you.
Any other public comment? With no more public comment's closed. Anybody got any other business? Entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Got a motion from Sheila, second from Brad. All those in favor, raise your hand. Motion carried. Meeting's adjourned. Sign your papers before you leave.